Hey everyone, it's Niall and Tomas from neilpoint.com, and we are back continuing our UMK 2025 reaction series. The fifth song dropped last night, and I can already tell it is a good one. I'm very excited to see what Neil's going to think. The song is called Puppy, and it's by a band called One Morning Left. Let's see if the song is as cute as the title says. Before we get into the reaction video, please do remember to go to neilpoint.com. Neil is laughing because I forgot in the last video that I did the intro. Before we get into the video, do go to neilpoint.com. You'll see the link somewhere down here where you can find all of our links to our social medias, but also to the YouTube channel, to the podcast, on whichever streaming service you prefer. And you will also find our personal socials on there. Have I forgot something more?
Nope.
I don't think that's it, right?
I
did a good job. Yeah. I did a good job. There was something in my head. I was like, I need to say this, and I think I forgot, but I don't remember what it is.
Oh no, you're a natural, baby.
I'm gonna have to start writing this down and just read it off. Or maybe you can put up like cue cards for me.
Yeah, but then everyone else would see.
Okay, so anyway, let's get into the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. So let's see what Puppy sounds like.
Was that a little bark in the background? Oh my god!
It doesn't really look like a puppy, does it? It gets better though.
This is a baby.
Meets like Euro Papa. Subwool for who? I think that was Eat, Sleep, Play, and Poop this time.
Yep. Pause this one. Oh.
If they do not have a guy in a giant puppy mask on stage, I will be so disappointed.
Oh, it's going to be that one, right?
It has to be. Look at the ears!
Oh, I'm loving this.
I don't know, but I'm kind of feeling bad for the puppy because they're really bashing into it. Oh. The morning after.
Okay. I'm going to be right back. Okay.
Yeah. Puppy!
I don't know if Benny's been on the podcast apart from his background roles.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Benny. This is my doggy. You can go if you want to, or you can stay there.
He does not give a shit at all. He's like,
he really
what
doesn't.
Are you doing to me?
but all he does is eat, sleep, play, and puke and poop. So
Yeah.
I did relate to this song.
And run away from you.
Oh, don't even. There's a drama. Oh, but he's a good boy, really. I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be something mental based on just the chat that I've seen on Blue Sky throughout today. Oh my God, that was amazing. Is it like the best song in the world? No, but the vibes are just immaculate. It's got a really nice beat. There's nothing wrong with the vocals. Like it's, it's got its own sound. I don't know really what you can say about this, other than this is just pure unadulterated fun. And if there's anything we know about Finland, they love fun, so they will love this. Wow, I'm sort of out of breath for watching that music video, if that makes sense. Like, there was a lot going on, and I think that's the most I've actually physically reacted to a song that we've listened to on this channel. I loved that. That's going on the playlist. Like, it's fantastic. Like, surely there's no argument that isn't, whether you like it or not. Surely there's no argument that that's good and fun and brilliant.
Yeah, well, it depends, of course. If you're into this kind of song, if you're not into this kind of song, you might not think it's good, I suppose.
True.
I feel it's just one of those. It's one of those songs that is going to be very polarizing. Some people are going to really love it. Other people are going to really hate it. I do love this. I think it.
This is right up your street for sure.
Yeah, the best part about this is obviously the instrumentation, like just the beat that just never stops, and the way that it goes from like sort of like metal with like a dance beat or like techno beat into like pure 90s pop music. It goes a bit Schlager every now and then. It just does all kinds of things, which I love. We love a metal song. The lyrics are hilarious. I'm not going to say I'm the biggest fan of the lyrics, in the sense that they're not, they're not groundbreaking. They're not the most, they're not the most meaningful lyrics. But then I also read somewhere today that the reason why they wrote this song or these lyrics is just they wanted to sing a song about puppies, because puppies unite people. Everybody loves puppies, and the world is very polarized these days, and that's sort of the thought process behind these silly lyrics. So who can say no to that, really? If that's the idea. Yeah, just let people forget about their worries for 3 minutes. But yeah, I do really love this. I think it's one of those songs that, even though it's absolutely bonkers, there is a very good production behind this.
Yeah,
there has been a lot of thought that has gone into this, the making of this song. So people will probably tend to forget that. They'll probably see just how silly it is and sort of like, dismiss it in a way, and say that it's not quality. I think it really is quality, because who comes up with this?
But there's also got to be some quality to, invoke that sort of reaction. Yes, hello. Yeah. We were reacting to the song called Puppy. Hello, hi. To have that reaction is something, like it's not every song that's going to make you do that. You could play a million songs that have this sort of wacky sort of feel. Not all of them are going to make you feel like that. This one just transported me into. I think that helps with their music video is that they're having just a mental time at the same time. They're having fun, they're enjoying themselves, and you just really sink into that. I think that's something like. So obviously they've got a little bit of dance in there. It's not quite as much as what I'm about to say, but obviously Estonia last year had their dance and wacky dance, but I don't think you ever got sort of. I never always fully got the impression that they were fully having fun, whereas I feel like with this, you can just see the whole thing is fun.
Oh, I mean,
I'm sure they were having fun. I'm sure
I don't really agree with that.
I just never saw it. And in the music video, especially.
Well, the music video was something. The music video was a totally different vibe than the stage performance, obviously, but I do genuinely feel like the fun really vibrated off the screen during the live performance. So in that sense, I don't really agree. And that was also that was pure, more like a dance track with some folk elements. This is 65 genres all crammed into a 3-minute song, which is probably why it's so bonkers. The only issue, if it really is an issue that I have with this one, is I kind of don't want to see Finland ending up in a sort of never-ending loop of sending crazy song after crazy song after crazy song. Like, if they send this, that'll be the third one in a row. That sounds similar, not the same, but similar. I feel like this one is definitely, it leans more towards cha-cha-cha than it does towards No Rules, in the sense that cha-cha-cha also went sort of like wild from like one direction to another and then back back again. Like, No Rules was very much just
a cohesive
like
one.
Yeah, it was just like one genre. This one is definitely a mixture of different ones, and as was cha-cha-cha. And I always hate to make these comparisons, but they're obviously going to be there since especially since they're all coming from the same country. And I kind of,
bye, Benny.
I kind of think that maybe, even though I love this and I will probably listen to this nonstop, I'm not sure that I necessarily needed to go to Eurovision.
No,
I feel like we've got it. It's in the mix. We've learned about it. We know who they are. We know the song now. We can listen to it. Do I think that there are better options for Finland? Probably. No Rules didn't particularly go down that well. I mean, they qualified. We said this yesterday as well in the video. They qualified, but they didn't necessarily do that well. And I feel like that should have maybe been their cue. Okay, we tried this once with Cha-Cha-Cha. It worked out. The original is usually the best. So let's not drag this. Let's not try and keep doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's time for something new.
I still think this is a welcome addition into the national final, though. Like, you
always
want something wacky as well.
Yeah.
But it's just, as you say, it's getting in that loop. And we said this yesterday when we reacted to Vivi. It would be like, Vivi would be very different, but it would be slightly refreshing from Finland over the last 5 years, having been rock, to go an opposite direction. Do we think this could win UMK?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean,
it's Finland. Like,
yeah, and if you know that 2 years in a row now, this sort of crazy entry has, I'm not going to say both of them landslided it, but pretty much, like, Karja definitely landslided. I think No Rules also sort of semi-landslided the televote. There was still quite a gap between them and Sara Sipola in the televote. So judging from that, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again this year. Obviously, it's going to depend on what the juries do with this one. No Rules was obviously completely overlooked. But I don't know. I think it's just going to depend on whether or not Finland wants something different. And Finland are going to send what they want to send. So this is, by no means me saying that Finland has to do something. Like, you guys should just, if there's any Finns watching, you guys should just choose whatever you want to choose. Like, I'm just saying, for me personally, I do not necessarily need this at Eurovision. I would go with a different one, but it's not my choice,
Yeah, I would also. This is the sort of thing where I would love to see things like this come from some different countries where we wouldn't expect it. Like, imagine. I know they've already chosen, but imagine this was like Montenegro, or imagine like Australia did something like this, like just something absolutely mental. Because definitely these songs not only have a place in the national final, they have a place at Eurovision itself, because it is about just this whole collection of different types of songs. It shouldn't always just be. It would be so boring if all 37 songs sounded the same. Or sorry, 38 this year. It'd be so boring if they all sounded the same. You need stuff to like stand out a little bit, whether it's for being a ballad that is beautifully sung, or whether it is a song called Puppy, where they're singing about how they sleep, eat, and shit.
Yeah.
You know, just I adore this. Got. I'm still a little out. I'm really unfit. I'm still a bit out of breath from that reaction. I really enjoyed that. It's fantastic. Let's do it. I'm ready. This is one I'm really interested to see live because I think this could be a really cool performance.
Yeah, it has to be. Like, you can't just come up with a song like this and then not match it with a performance that's just, or staging that's just as crazy. Yeah. So do you think it can win UMK? Like,
Of course it can. Of course it can. It's Finland. Like, anything can happen with Finland. We can have a ballad. We can have this. We could have something in between. I honestly, this, as you said, this is our 5th song. There's only 2 more, and they've all given me something different so far.
Yeah.
And there's only one that I think would kind of have more of a struggle in winning, and we've discussed that in that video. But that's not saying it's a bad song. It's just not necessarily at the same level
as the others. Yeah,
as the others, and that's fine. But yeah, I really appreciate this type of song. I think this is a great entry. I was half expecting to being like, oh, I'm not so sure, can't, but straight away it won me over.
I was thinking the same thing for you. I was like, he's either going to love this or he's going to hate this. Like so many people, I think.
Yeah, I was ready to sort of be humming and hawing and being like, no, I like this bit. I adore it. It's fantastic.
I don't think it's one of those songs where you can like a certain piece of it and not like another piece of it. It's just you either love the whole thing or you hate the whole thing. I think it's just one of those. And do you know what's also, I was just thinking when you said about I would love to see another country send something like this sometime. I do feel like it's usually the same countries that tend to go this bonkers at Eurovision. You know, Finland is definitely one of them. Estonia,
from time to time,
to some degree. Croatia has definitely gone bonkers a couple times with air entries. I feel Moldova is also one of those. Ukraine tends to go bonkers every now and then. You know, we still have Verka Serdushka.
I mean, that is truly bonkers. It's art at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No, I really, really appreciate this. I'm quite surprised because looking at Blue Sky, I was ready to be like, oh, love. What do you think? It has been a little bit of a 50-50. By the way, Thomas, I'm talking to the audience. I know you get confused sometimes. We have seen some people who absolutely hate it. We've seen some people who absolutely love it. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and visit niallpois.com, where you can find all of our podcasts and videos and links to social media. And we'll be back tomorrow. Do we know who tomorrow is?
I'll tell you in a second. Goldilocks. Well, obviously the song comes out tonight because we're recording this on the 15th of January. So the song comes out in about 2 hours and 17 minutes, and then tomorrow we're going to react to it. So it's Goldilocks with the song Made Of, and then obviously it's just Erika Vickman left after that.
Just Erika Vickman.
Just Erika, you know.
Just Erika. That's
she's gonna have to pull out all the stocks, I think.
Oh, no.
After this,
I thought Erika was going to be the crazy one. I think.
Yeah.
She
will be. She probably will be.
Well, she's coming on Friday, as she posted on her social media. So we will keep an eye out for that. And we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.
And bye from Benny too.
Oh, bye, Benny. He can't hear it.